Hi everybody and welcome back to Route 7 Railway, and I hope I find you well. These troubling times, it looks like we're going backwards, doesn't it? But we've all got to stick in there and keep ourselves occupied whilst we're on lockdown in various parts of the country, because I think where I am in the Merseyside Liverpool area, it's going to end up locked down again. In this video we're going to look at some scenery, how I got started with that, where I've been making stone walling out of XPS foam, borrowing ideas that I've watched on Marklin of Sweden, and a big thanks to him because it was very informative. Makes it look very, well, it doesn't make it look easy, but what he does, it makes it look doable, and that's exactly what I was looking for. Some of it was a bit rough at the beginning, but I'm getting better at it, so we'll see progress on that. You'll see some back scenes going in which I think are excellent, so let me pass it over to myself in the train room and we'll get moving on this video. See you later. Bye. Okay, so I'm just using this light slate grey emulsion to go over the XPS foam brickwork as a base coat, and it's looking quite good. I'm just using plenty of it, filling in the marks I've made to give the block effect, and then giving it a good old scrub to clear the excess paint out of the grooves. And it's it's not perfect scale. There are irregularities in the brickwork, in the stonework, sorry, and there are irregularities in the capping stones, but if something's been there for a while, that's what happens. Things are different, things get repaired over the years, and that looks good. And there will be sets of railings going along the top here which will set it off. Don't want to make it too perfect, and I think I'm going to give this at some point maybe a green and or a black wash. The green to make it look like it's got mould on it or lichen and things, and the black wash just because it's maybe dirty. I mean, that looks better already, doesn't it? Oh, I just take a step back and look at that. There's an effect. It's not too bad, you know. Not too bad. And eventually I'll be putting some growth and weeds and things around that. I've made more walling all along there, and I've started doing it on the outside edge over there, and I've just cut all my blocks to do the capping stones that will be going along here to be like this. So that's the job I've been doing. I've taken down my temporary retaining wall across the back because I'm going to fit now a back scene, an industrial back scene. It looks really good. I put it on hardboard with ready mixed paste, not stuff you mix yourself. Bit of an experiment. I'll see how it goes, and what I'll do is I'll get back to you in a minute when I've put it up. Okay, bye-bye. What do you think of that? Now what I've done, I've left it short at that side because that's going to be a built-up area there, scenics-wise, so I didn't need it right in the corner. But what I've decided to do, just swing you round, is curve it round in that corner because I'll do something different there. And I think that looks okay. And then I've got side pieces to come on of a different style. But I think that looks brilliant. Now, one casualty of that is my original retaining wall is much too high because I want to show some of that greenery in. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to cut these down. I'm going to get something smaller, say maybe equivalent to the top raised section. Maybe equivalent to that part there with the capping stone, or I might even make them in a similar way to have made them, just to go along the bottom inch of the scene and hide where you can see the wall behind, because obviously the riser is going down and it's showing more of the wall, and I've had to put the scenic part level. But I think that's turned out really. I'm just going to do it, send a train past it now to give it an idea. Now, doesn't that look good? I think that looks brilliant, made up with that. And with a good step forward. Perhaps I could use the retaining walls on to hide the riser at the bottom. I'm just worried about the thickness of them. They're a bit thick, but I'll try that. What I'll do is I'll put one down there and run a train past it and see if it interferes. If that's the case, I can use those retaining walls there. Brilliant. I'll show you that if it works out. See you later. First sections of wall have gone in. I don't think you can see properly in this light. But the effect is there. Let's get up close, can you see? It's okay, I made it with that. Just had to move the track very slightly there. Hello again. Well, what do you think of that? Now, going on to the back scenes, I think that industrial back scene looks fantastic. I've got two other back scenes for the sides, and they are what they call just trees. You'll see the other back scenes in the next video, which is going to be a running session, which was going to be part of this video, but because the video would be too long, I've split it. I'm really pleased with the stone walling effect and the engraving of the XPS foam board, and that's coming on really well. But those back scenes have completely changed the atmosphere in that room, and I think anyway, it looks fantastic. The train's actually going past in front of the back scene with that lovely picture work behind them. It looks great. And cheers anyway. It's Saturday night and it's my gin and tonic time. Right, so I hope you enjoyed that video, and it's just a little tip mention about the back scenes. A lot of people have said, and it says in the instructions, don't use wallpaper paste to do the back scenes onto plywood or onto hardboard. Use some other form of glue. A lot of glues don't give you any movement time, but I used ready mixed wallpaper paste, and the reason I use that, because of experience using wallpaper, is that it's not very wet. It's like a latex based adhesive. Excuse me. So if you mixed paste yourself, there's a lot of water in it, and that just soaks everything. But the ready mix stuff it's more heading towards a PVA. So I think just a little tip, it worked great for me, so it might work great for you in your back scenes or whatever you're sticking up, paper, anything like that. Ready mix paste, it's good. So I'll speak to you soon, and take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye.